Hey guys, it's me Saren back with another video. This video is going to be on Black love. Similar to my PSA, Black joy is revolutionary or revolution. I can never remember which one it is. I think it's PSA, Black joy is revolution. Video, PSA, Black love is revolution. Black love is revolution. Black love is an inherently political act. It is a form of revolting against a white supremacist system that tells us that we cannot love one another and that we shouldn't love one another and that we are not worthy of loving and that we don't need love. So to love each other, to love, fraternal love, platonic love, romantic love, the love amongst friends, parents, siblings, to love each other and look out for one another in this society is to revolt against white supremacy. And I've been thinking about this ever since I made my We Need to Talk video. Oh, excuse me. I've been thinking about this ever since I made my We Need to Talk video, and I actually saw a really great series of tweets that really kind of crystallized a lot of these ideas, and I wrote down all of the tweets. So I'm going to include a link to the whole entire thread of tweets by @EbonyTeach, and of course I will have her handle in the description box. But I just want to read you guys the whole thing so you guys can just hear these words. So she started off with, when you ask why we don't care about black on black crime, which she used quotes, the greatest bit of the slander is that it implies that we do not love one another. Not only do we love one another, our fictive kinship bonds are deep and wide. I've experienced them wherever I've traveled around the world. If people of African descent were less loving than other human beings, we would not have survived slavery, colonialism, or apartheid. So therefore, the lie gets told that we don't love our children, our parents, our families, and our neighbors like other people do. Not truly. The lie gets told that black people absolutely hate each other without nuance or qualification, without providing any kind of context. And the lie gets told that black people are fundamentally unlovable, not really deserving of love. We don't need it like other people do. This is how, from the horrors done to our motherland, to the ships of the slavers, to the auction block, and the trees bearing strange fruit, to our grief-stricken cries on the local evening news, to the vitriol that comes when we watch our lovers perish on Facebook Live, to a nation that looks upon the mothers of the Black Lives Matter movement with a heart of stone, you don't believe black love is possible. Now, the thread keeps going, and I'm going to read you guys some more, but that part, you don't believe black love is possible, really, really struck me, because I think that there are a lot of people that in their hearts have been convinced that black love is not possible. You don't believe in your heart that black love is possible. But black love will keep why we're even here right now. Why we're even here right now is because of black love. And I don't mean here in the sense of a physical, the physical sense of two people came together and made you. I don't even mean it that way. But I mean black love is why we're even here trying to get free is because, of the love that we have for ourselves and our fellow black person, that we can't just look at our own people being slaughtered in the streets and being systemically disenfranchised against and being locked into poverty. And, we can't just look away. We can't just turn a blind eye. And that's because of love. That's because of the love that we feel. And it's very, very important to remember that love is the seed of our revolution. And don't let people convince you that black love is not possible. I'm going to keep going. But not only is black love a possibility, it's reality. It's truly the invisible hand that's protected black life over these long centuries. I'm going to read that again in 1 second, but I feel like that's been a really common thread in a lot of this year. In Lemonade, in Roots, which I talked about, again, this love that we have for one another. In Lemonade, the love that we as black women have for one another and for the people around us and for these relationships and the things that we do with that love and the way that we can pick up the pieces of a life and keep going with that love. You know, roots, the idea of this love, you know, amongst this bond of this family, and how, you know, even as they were ripped apart and even as, you know, they kind of went through these unspeakable horrors, you know, the love of not only this family, you know, by blood, but the people that they made their family as well, you know, T.I.'s character and the bond that Chicken George had with, now I can't even think of his name, now I'm having like a brain moment. You guys know who I'm talking about, the other guy that worked in the chicken coop with him, I can't think of his name. You know, the love that we have for each other. And the way that, again, we use that love and we use these moments, just like I said again in my Black Women Did That video, these moments of joy, these moments of love, you know, are what keep us going. You know, that is our blessed unrest that keeps us marching. It is love. It is our Black love. You know, that is why we're here doing what we do. Not only is Black love a possibility, it's reality. It's truly the invisible hand that's protected Black life over these long centuries. If literature, media, and popular culture began depicting that, if ever they do, the walls of Jericho would come tumbling down. Entire edifice might crumble. Can't have that. So you see that the invisibility and impossibility of Black love must be upheld at all costs. Really let that sink in, right? Really let that sink in. If the depiction of Black love in many various different forms was shown so that we said, hey, we do love each other. We can have love for one another. We are fighting for each other because we love one another. All this shit would fucking come tumbling down. And white supremacy, you know, the powers that be, can't have that. Cannot have that. Can't have that. You know, can't have that. So you see that the invisibility and impossibility of Black love must be upheld at all costs. We have neither trumpets nor sledgehammers, but we all have a chisel. Every day, if we do our work, we crumble a bit more of that wall. If we do our work, just like I said in my Do Your Work video, which was inspired by the words of Toni Morrison, as I'm sure at Ebony Teach's words were probably also inspired by that very famous speech by Toni Morrison of Do Your Work. You know, for me personally, when I support Black-owned businesses, the feeling that I get, that is love. That's love. When I support a Black-owned business and they write me a handwritten thank you card, that is love. That's love. The feeling that I get knowing that I'm putting my money back into the Black community and helping to support another Black person, that is love. That is love. And that is revolution. And that is a part of how I choose to enact my revolution. When I make videos, that is love. That is the love that I have for you watching, you know. That's me doing my work with my little chisel, trying to crumble a little bit at this wall of white supremacy. That's the love that I feel in my heart, the love that I have for you watching, you know. And then the last thing she said was, centuries after horrors untold, our children are saying here and all over the world, my life matters. I am human too. Love did that. Brilliant thread. Really, 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 really powerful. She said she might storify it. Again, I might post the whole entire transcript of what she said maybe in the description box. And I'm also going to post clearly a link to the tweet thread so you guys can read it. But just very, very, very powerful words, you know? Like, I remember when Ferguson was, you know, first going on. And yeah, like the feeling that I felt, I was angry, I was enraged, I was furious. But even then, watching these people that, you know, and these are the same people that a lot of, you know, Black academics fucking will look down on them for being poor or for being this or for being that, you know. Well, these were the same people in the street protesting, fighting for me, fighting for my freedom, you know, getting tear gassed, getting hit with rubber bullets, getting hit with wooden pellets, you know, getting very violently oppressed by the state so that I could be free. Me, somebody they don't even know. because, you know, they're fighting for my life. They're saying, you know, Black lives matter, my life matters, my sister's life matters, my brother's life matters. That's love. That is love. That is Black love. And that is revolution. And I know some people are going to take me saying this as like, oh, well, Simran, so you're saying that we need to like overlook violence and overlook this and only focus on love and this and that. And that's not what I'm saying, but I'm saying that we definitely 100% again need to look at violence enacted against Black women. We definitely need to look at just all of the toxic systems that are at play within our own communities. Yes, we definitely do, but we have to come at it not from a place of white supremacist hate. When your mom used to punish you and she used to be like, listen, I'm doing this for your own good, like, I'm taking away your TV privileges. I'm just making that up. I'm taking away your TV privileges because whatever you did that was bad. Like, I asked you to not, whatever, I'm trying to think of something. I asked you to not go outside until your homework was done, and you went outside, and the homework didn't get done, and then I got a note from your teacher saying that, like, the homework wasn't done. This is just, like, a very loose example. So now I'm taking away your TV privileges to make sure that, like, your homework gets done. And, like, you get mad, and you feel like, why are you doing this? Like, this is so unfair, and blah, blah, blah. And your mom says, like, I'm doing it because I love you, and, like, I want the homework to get done, you know? And you feel like it's so unfair and it's so awful, but, like, it's coming from a place of love. And I feel like that is the way that we need to, like, address a lot of this toxic shit going on in our community. Yes, address it. Even address it angrily, in the most pissed off of ways, but, like, come at it not from a place that you're trying to, like, punish your fellow Black person because of, like, your own personal trauma, what's been enacted against you. Come at it from a place of, like, our community cannot get free until we move forward and fucking dismantle this shit. So, like, it's coming from a place of love still. You guys get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Again, just like I said in my Black Women Did That video, white supremacy wants you defeated. It wants you broken. It wants you joyless without your Black joy. That is revolution. It wants you cowering, you know, under its crushing weight because it's systemic and it can feel like it's everywhere, you know, and it wants us at war with one another and under this false notion that we can't love each other and coming at each other from this really, really nasty place. And you don't have to do that because Black love is revolution, you know? So that's just a little PSA. Black love is revolution. Food for thought as always. See you guys next time. Peace.